Alright guys, Tone Fernandez with Dadpreneur. Today guys, I'm going to be reviewing a book by Dr. Glover, which is called No More Mr. Nice Guy. Now this book I read on Audible about a year ago, and the interesting part about this book is it kind of breaks down why men suffer in a lot of areas of their life. And the main reason that he points out in the beginning of the book, it talks a lot about, what is a nice guy, which is a people pleaser, somebody who's passive aggressive. And what he breaks down is that person usually is trying to avoid conflict, and what ends up happening with that person is they don't get the things they want out of life. They're always trying to please other people, and then they end up becoming the opposite of what they think they are. So instead of becoming a nice guy, they ball up all that anger, that energy, and they become jerks later, and their passive aggressive behavior becomes worse over time. So in this book, what it talks about is, number one, why being a nice guy isn't nice. Why a lot of times those nice guys end up becoming jerks, or when they do blow up, sometimes it's catastrophic, right? The other part of the book it kind of breaks down is the solution part, which is my favorite part, where it talks about how if as a person, if you're not happy with your sex life with your wife, if you're not happy with your job, if you're not happy with your relationship at all, a lot of times it's because you're putting that other person first. And what happens with that is you lose your masculinity. And when you lose your masculinity, you become less attractive. So to your spouse or to your girlfriend, everything else is attractive but you. So what it talks about, the solution there is just to become, number one, pleasing yourself, meaning that you're happy with who you are, you take care of yourself first, and then you take care of everybody else, which I like. And the reason being is, once you take care of yourself and you have self-awareness, you become more confident. You walk into a room and you understand who you are, why you're there. You're not there to please anybody, you're there to please yourself. Now the crazy part is, you would think that person, that second person, is just a jerk and they're self-absorbed and they're all about themselves, but it's actually the opposite. That person is so confident with themselves, understands themselves thoroughly, that when they show up and interact with other people, then they show up more confident, they show up better. Your wife or your spouse or whoever you're with is more attracted to you. So in this book, I think a lot of men either have a lot of this or a little bit of this. We're always trying to please, right? Especially your wife, right? We're always Googling, okay, how do I please my wife? Or how do I please my spouse? Or how to please, other people. But the truth is, you just got to become the best version of yourself, and you have to be happy with yourself. If you're trying to please other people, you can't control the emotional roller coaster of everybody around you. So then their feedback, whether they're having a good day or a bad day, becomes, you direct that towards yourself. So the one thing that I did like about this book, and Dr. Glover, and by the way, Dr. Glover, Robert Glover, he's actually a licensed family therapist and a marriage counselor. So he's had years of experience. And the crazy part about this book is, he created this book, he never had intentions, but from his own failed marriage. He had a failed marriage, was wondering why his wife didn't want to be romantically involved with him, why she was just always moody, why she was just never. And what he realized is that he was trying to be a people pleaser. So the second phase of his life is when he woke up and he realized, okay, let me try things differently. And that's how this book was birthed, because he kind of spoke his story to people, and then it attracted a lot of men who were dealing with the same thing. And then he got invited to radio stations and podcasts. Also, the great thing that I did like about this author is that he's authentic. This whole movement, No More Mr. Nice Guy, was birthed from his experience. And now, his second part of his life is, he has the relationship with his new wife that he wants. He has the career he wants. He's confident in who he is, all because he put himself first, and that allowed him to be a better man, more masculine man. He wasn't passive. He didn't avoid conflict. So I think it's a good book for every man to read. You're gonna like some parts, you're not gonna like certain parts, but you can pick apart the things that will help you in your situation. And if you want that book, I'll go ahead and leave. There is a free trial to Audible that I'll leave below in the description. I believe with that trial, you get 2 free books. So go ahead and click on that link. You can download on Audible, No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover. And you get the book for free anyway. So go ahead, click on the link below. Appreciate you guys, and don't forget to hit that notification bell and the subscribe button so you get notified every time I post videos just like this. Peace.